Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Project B in hot water. They're in hot water. We got to break this down. This is crazy. The co-founder, Grady Burnette, has been exposed for lying about the league. Y'all ain't even start having games yet. Y'all haven't even started having games yet. This is crazy. We got to break this down, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take a look, man. Grady Burnette is the co-founder of Project B. Now, we know Nneka Ogwumike went and signed a deal over there in the midst of a WNBA CBA negotiation, which is a complete conflict of interest. You could slice it, dice it any way you want. Conflict of interest. Brianna Stewart, conflict of interest. Nafisa Collier, conflict of interest. I'm calling Kelsey Plum, conflict of interest. I'm calling it out. Everybody that has equity and is signed with another league, conflict of interest, we are calling you out. All right, now let's take a look at this here. Shout out to Annie Costable. Following Project B's announced signing of Nneka Ogwumike, questions were raised regarding funding. How y'all getting all this dough? How y'all getting all this fetty? Where all this bread coming from? And do you got some for KTV? All right. While Project B denies it is backed in any way by Saudi Arabia, there is a connection. Sela, a subsidiary of the Saudi public funding, basically, is a league event partner. This dude you see in the thumbnail, Grady Burnette, has been lying about the funding. And he is he's a former Facebook exec. We got to get into this story, man. We got to get into this story. This is wild. This is wild. The startup's co-founder tells Front Office Sports that its fundraising does not include any dollars from Saudi Arabia. The league has a Saudi event partner. Who you think you talking to, Grady? Who you think you talking to? Not me. Y'all don't know that, ludicrous. Y'all don't know that. Listen. Here it goes. Ever since the first reports about a planned upstart international basketball league, codenamed Project B, questions have swirled about where its money is coming from. Last February, the Financial Times reported the effort was backed in part by Saudi Arabia's Sovereign Wealth Fund. In October, Front Office Sports broke the news of the league's temporary name and list of athlete investors, including Candace Parker, Elena Beard, who's also on the board. I forgot Elena Beard's position. She's running like basketball operations or something. Elena Beard, former Duke star, WNBA player. She's in on this too. Novak Djokovic and Steve Young. Maverick Carter, who was initially advising the venture, is no longer involved. You remember, Maverick Carter and LeBron James was a part of it. Now, did they back away from it because there's Saudi money behind it? I don't know. But, hey, some people are going to speculate. This week, the WNBPA president and former WNBA MVP, Nneka Ogwumike, was the first player to sign with Project B. The news came as a surprise to many in and around the WNBA and raised questions about the league's Saudi backing. Now, this dude, Grady Burnette, co-founder of the league, is completely denying that there are any ties with Saudi Arabia to this league. And we know that's not true. That's not true. Y'all talking about starting out $2 million is the lowest, and y'all giving out 8-figure like, stop it, man. Y'all 66 players traveling around the world. These arenas ain't gonna be sold out. Like, stop it. You got some Saudi money. You got some Saudi money, bruh. Stop playing games. He said, this is directly from Grady Burnette. This dude is lying. We're building a global basketball league, so we want a global diversified cap table around us, Burnette told Front Office Sports. That doesn't include any dollars from Saudi Arabia. Get the fuck out of here. Get the out of here. Come on, man. Don't do that. Just own it. Just own, yeah, I got some Saudi bread behind me. Yeah, say what you want. Yeah. Just own it, though. Just own it. While Burnett denies Project B is funded in any way by Saudi Arabia. In any way. Remember that. Remember, in any way. So when something come out down the line, Burnett denies Project B is funded in any way by Saudi Arabia, including in the form of promised money if the league hits certain investment thresholds. There is a connection. Sella, a subsidiary of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, is an event partner of the league. I'm going to say that again. Sella, a subsidiary of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, is an event partner of the league. And here he says, we have partnerships with a lot of companies around the world. Sella is one event partner that we pay money to. We do not have any dollars coming from them. It's a wholly owned subsidiary based in London that has a ton of events globally, including the most recent big boxing events, the America's Cup, a bunch of other global sporting events. They are global partner of many people around the world. Representatives of Sella did not respond to a request for comment. This dude, Grady, come on, bruh. We not dumb. Following Burnett's announcement, multiple WNBA sources questioned what it would mean for players to align in any way with Saudi Arabia. Which now you got to remember, these players have been, we doing this for the women. It's women's rights. And all of this stuff they've been pushing, take a look at this here. Multiple WNBA sources questioned what it would mean for players to align in any way with Saudi Arabia, which has been long criticized for its human rights record. One league source shared the opinion that it could limit the social impact players can have. The WNBA has since its existence been considered an activist league. Throughout the course of its nearly 3-decade-long history, players, executives, and coaches have used their platforms to advocate for social justice issues ranging from marriage equality to LGBTQ rights to police brutality, racial equality, and voting rights. In 2020, they dedicated the whole season to Breonna Taylor for the she was shot and killed by the police in Louisville, Kentucky. So they're basically saying, wait a second, you guys have been trying to do this, been activists, standing up for women's rights, calling things out, saying women's equality, yada yada yada. They have displayed the complete opposite. This is what they're saying. So are you for the women's rights and equality and all of this stuff, or are you just about your money? That is what they are saying. That is exactly what they are asking. It said the same reason the players united in an effort to help elect Raphael Warnock to the U.S. Senate as a response to his opponent, Kelly Loeffler, then a co-owner of The Dream, calling for the WNBA to drop its support of Black Lives Matter movement. Less than a year later, The Dream were sold to a new ownership group. Project B declined to share how much capital the league has raised. The league initially sought to raise $5 billion, according to a report from Bloomberg at the beginning of the year. The league's investors, that's just a list of the league's investors. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Project B plans to debut with 6 teams, 11 players that will play a 2-week tournament across Asia, Europe, Latin America. It says it will also launch men's tournament in the fall in concert with women's. Burnett declined to answer whether the league has signed any players for the men's league. So Saudi, listen, man, Grady Burnett is completely denying the fact that Saudi Arabia has anything to do with this league. I think that's absolutely crazy. I think it's obvious. I think it's very obvious, but we will keep up to date with this. This is crazy. This changes everything. This dude is lying about being backed by the Saudis. This is nuts. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.